What is up, guys, and hello, and welcome to a new video here at Fitment Engineering. And today we are back in Japan and we're back in GT3. This is season 2 of the GT3 build. And today, oh no, we have cops here. Keisatsu, what? Why are they here? Okay. Anyway, so after leaving Japan last month and staying in the Philippines to check on the shop, waiting some parts to arrive here in Japan, we took a pause, and that's why we uploaded the season 1 finale of the GT3, where we took it to the Hakone skyline, had ice cream, went to a nice cafe, and ripped the GT3 in the Hakone skyline roads. Now, we're back with the GT3 on its natural habitat, on jack stands, and I'm replacing some camshaft sensors for this car. They do tend to have bad camshaft sensors throughout the age, probably because they don't use proprietary parts for the GT3. Weirdly enough, the camshaft sensor for this car is entirely used between major cars in the Porsche lineup, like the Cayenne, Boxster, 911, the GT3. Usually the sensors are proprietary for these cars, which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because I can just buy cheaper sensors, not really cheaper sensors, the same sensors for a cheaper price for lower cars than buying a proprietary one. Proprietary cars or proprietary parts for cars tend to be a bit more expensive, so they're pretty much locked in on that car. This is why owning a Porsche, especially this GT3, which shares a lot of electronics with other cars, is a blessing in disguise for me. But it also may be the reason why the camshaft sensors right there are being replaced. It's because it may be because it belonged into a cheaper lineup of electronics. I don't know, who knows? But we are replacing them, and I have successfully finished replacing this side of the bank on the passenger side. I'm gonna go through the other side now. I forgot to turn on the mic a while ago, that's why you see some B-rolls happening in here. So let's do some time lapse again, and I'm going to replace the last few sensors, and then we're gonna test it. Before, I couldn't rev to 9,000 RPM. Hopefully this time we can, okay? It's a tight job. It's annoying when engine oil spills. Nice and tight. It is a sensor inside the head, so you'll get some casual leaks here and there when you remove it. Hopefully this fixes it, you know? 9,000 RPM. Okay. One way to find out, boys. That worked. We'll see. Start the car. Whew, hopefully it works. Oh my god. Okay, start to clutch in, engine start. Car started. Let's go. These are the sensors that we changed, all 4 of them. Hopefully it fixes the 9,000 RPM problem. Before, I would have a soft limiter at 8,000, 8,500. I couldn't go to red line where you bang the limiter. Then we just check if there's an oil leak, and then from there we'll go. Right, let's check. One last check. Are we leaking oil? No. Alright. It's revving. Revving nicely. Try. It's our signal. Let's put the car down. Are we on handbrake? We are. Let's bring this car down and let's see. Love this new jack. So smooth. Awesome. Awesome jack. It's amazing. Car's on the ground. Let's go for a test drive, but before that, I am gonna go finish my walk. And while it's not raining, I wanna do some steps and then we'll go for a drive. Off you go. It's nice to hear the GT3 purr again. And nice to see it again. Let's see. I'm gonna drive it back again. Everything is secured, everything's here. Just checking before I lock the hood. Good morning. It's the next day and we're out for a test drive after changing the camshaft sensor. And I couldn't drive it yesterday. The rain is still bad. Actually today it's still a bit gloomy and raining. Now, I have initial impressions about the car after changing the camshaft sensor, and it's a bit surprising and disappointing at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna hear me out. First things first, the good news. After changing the camshaft sensor, the RPM response on the car significantly improved. Like, how I explain it is, the car felt like it had asthma, where the RPM's like, man. Now, with the new camshaft sensor, after replacing the faulty ones, it's bang, 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 bang. It's hard to explain, but it's so fast now. The car feels like it was able to breathe again. That's what I wanted to say. Now, the bad news is, for the longest time I had the car from last month, it was on a very, very, very slight limp mode, which is on itself pretty annoying because you bought a GT3 and you never got to drive it on full potential. And I think today's the day we will be able to see that. And I told you before, prior to replacing the camshaft sensors, I did not have the ability to go to 9,000 RPM. And now, let's try. We're in the highway. I think we have good enough road. The road's dry enough. And let's try to get to at 9,000 RPM. 9,000 RPM, let's try. Oh my god, I can't even reach 9,000 RPM. We're so fast already. I'll try. When it's a bit straight. Abunay. Meron pa rin. Strange. Still have a limp mode. I don't know what's happening. Weird. I was certain it was already fixed, but looks like we're gonna have to figure it out even more. Shogunai. But what's interesting is the response of the car did improve. Pa rin eh. Parang pag nag-hesitate ako, nag-hesitate din siya. So weird. a hesitation, 8,000 RPM. Oh well, I think I have enough data for now. So I'm gonna drive na lang and then I'll update you guys later what I found out. We got good footage naman of the documentation, pero so weird. I think it's related to oil pressure. Kasi my oil pressure is too high. I'm hitting my oil pressure limit. But it did improve though, so not sure. Let's see. Alright, so I think I finally figured it out, but we'll have to do it on another video. I noticed that after changing my camshaft sensor, I have great response, right? Like this. But when I noticed something when I was testing a while ago, my oil pressure is high. I'm just cruising and it's at 60, almost at the red line. So this is gonna be my next thing to figure out or to diagnose. You can actually see it on the analog gauge as well. You're sitting at level 4. That's not supposed to be like that. So I'm gonna have to try to lessen my engine oil, and from there I'm gonna try 9,000 RPM again on the next video. But for now, this is a good diagnosis. I'm gonna drop off the car to Cookie for Shaken. After Shaken, I'll consider this as the next challenge to check. But that's not supposed to be like that. I think there's too much engine oil, and we're gonna have to check that one. Because I can do 9,000 RPM every now and then, but not all the time. So I think the problem now is oil pressure. Before, I couldn't even go past 8,000 RPM with the old camshaft sensor. Now, I can go 9,000 sometimes, sometimes not, but that's what I noticed. I noticed that that's too high. It's already on the red line at 92 kilometers per hour. So we're gonna do that.